Folks, Jim from Jim and Sarah's RV Adventures. Um, Getting ready here to do a little video on the three different types of gates that we know of that are out in the oil field industry here. Your first gate, we'll jump right in. Your first gate is a drill site gate. The drill site gates is where they come in, they drill a hole, they bring in the other equipment, they frack, if it's a frack gate. Then they get everything all set up, and I'm not sure the exact process. There are people on the sites that you can ask about the exact process, but it ranges. But you're going to be 24/7 on site. So preferably a husband-wife team, wife-wife, husband-husband, boyfriend-girlfriend, however the scenario works. But you're together in the RV. They bring you all your amenities, your water, your sewer, your electric, your generator. And you're either right there on the pad site or you're a little ways away. So it can get noisy. So if somebody has trouble sleeping, that might be an issue. Some people just run a fan that deadens a lot of the noise, and you can sleep pretty well. So at an RV site or a drill site, again they run 24/7 through the process, and you can go from some slow days. You got trucks coming in, setting up equipment, drilling and whatnot, and then they start drilling, and they get down so many feet, and then they're all set, and then they'll start packing up. So you get to know those guys pretty well because they're the same ones that come in for the different shifts. And that particular drilling company may ask you to, hey, we're moving to a different site. We really like you. We'd like you to move with us. Let us talk to your company and see if you can go with us. All fine and dandy. Others, they may not care who they get or whatnot, or your company says, no, I need you to stay there. Now you go on to the next part of the process, and then when they start fracking, okay, I'm not sure what step that is, but now you're fracking. From fracking, you got water trucks and sand trucks, and they will be consistent. You will be writing down names and numbers, just more and more, all ba 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 ba. They're going to be a constant roll, and again, it's going to be 24/7, so you're going to be busy. The thing that I have found, if you talk to your supervisors and you talk to the people at the company, your company, and each guard company is different, but if you talk to them, you'll find that they're more than happy to, let's just say, you can handle doing the drilling part of it. You get up, you do so many vehicles, but due to health reasons, you can't be going up and down, up and down, up and down, or whatever. And you say, look, I can't do a fracking site. They'll say, okay, we'll move you to another drilling site. Simple as that. They've got you to work. You're a good worker. People like you. They're going to move you. They're going to accommodate you in most cases, not every one. Again, it depends on what the deal is. So, you've got your drill gates 24/7. Here's the downside. Today, it's windy out. Okay? Vehicles come, you got to go out and take it. So, I mean, if it's raining, if it's, just cold, nasty rain, whatever, you're out there taking the information because they need to get in. And it might be just a guy that's coming in to deliver a piece of equipment, but you got to go out. I'll explain that difference later on in another gate. Now, some of these drill sites also have shacks at them. Okay, so if the company brings in a shack, you could still have your RV there, nearby, and you could walk over to the shack, and then you spend the day in the shack. Some of them don't. You work right out of your RV. So these are questions that I'll do in a separate video of things you want to ask your HR department or the recruiter that you're calling and talking to at whatever particular guard company. We'll try and do a bullet list of questions you should ask, and ask the ones that pertain to your situation. Whether it be health reasons, or whether, no, I don't want my RV doing this, or whatever. So the shack gates, they're nice, air conditioning, heat, generator, company man's got the lights. You'll normally have an alarm system. Some companies supply them. Other companies, you can supply your own. You can get those little sensors I've seen on many of the sites. It's not a requirement, again, if you want them or you don't want them. What it does is it allows you to ding ding, and then somebody's coming. Depending on where it's set up, you may have time enough to grab your clipboard, grab your hat, walk outside, and sign them in just as they're pulling up. Or you can just wait for them to pull up if the company says, no, we don't supply that. Well, okay, no problem. Doesn't mean you can't do the job. Doesn't mean it's required. But it's nice to have. So you got all of that. Noise, weather, you're in it 24/7. Those are drill sites. There's probably more points that I'm not familiar with because I've never done one. But this is what I'm gathering from looking at the multiple Facebook pages and talking to different guards about the different sites. So you got your RV on site. Could be a shack. Now, you could also have a drill site that is a shack, and you've got to find your own RV spot, and you drive to and from the shack. There's that possibility also. Again, these are questions you need to let your recruiters know, so they know where to place you, so that you're happy and you don't get there and go, I didn't sign up for this, I don't want to do this, and out the door you go. Well, next time, next company, word spreads. Plus, we'd rather you be happy than, sitting there complaining and, getting on Facebook and, that sucks. It's not a glorious job, that's for sure. There's dust, there's mud, there's wind, there's rain. And this goes through all of these positions, whether it be pipeline, drill site, shacks. It's you're working in the weather. But if you dress appropriately for it, it's not a bad job, really. I mean, it's not like you're standing on the side of the road directing traffic. You got your cooler with you. They drop you off a mile from where everybody's working, and you're down there with a walkie-talkie, and the other guy's in a mile, on the other side about 2 miles, and you're going, can I let them through yet? Yeah, no, I'm all set with doing that kind of work too. So again, you've got your drill sites, shacks, possible pipelines. All right, I've been doing a pipeline. Pipeline to me has a lot of pros, and it has its cons. First of all, you're not on site with your RV. That doesn't mean that there may not be a contract out there where a landowner wants somebody there 24/7, okay? There's a possibility of that. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but it's very rare. The other type of thing that we have is weed wash. I just did a video explaining why we do weed wash, so I'm not going to get into a depth with it. But you have open and close the gate, check the person in. That's all you're doing. You open the gate, you check him, you write the license plate number, get his information, Open the gate, he drives through, close the gate. Well, why are you closing the gate? You're right there. Well, there may be livestock or something that people don't want getting out, so you got to keep the gate closed at all times. That's why you're there, not just to write somebody's name down. Now, pipelines are different than the drill pads. Pipeline guys, I don't know, maybe they're wussies. They only work 6 days a week. Actually, it's because they don't have the lighting, where they're welding pipe out in the middle of the right-of-way, the row. There's dry materials around out there, so there's always got to be a water truck nearby, in case something catches fire. We don't want brush fires and things like that to start up. So they only work 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday. You're going to be off on Sunday, unless due to rainouts or something of the such, or the project is behind. Then they'll ask for volunteers to work on a Sunday. Hey, cha-ching, it's just money in the bank. If you want the day off, you take the day off. So your RV site is wherever you can find an RV park. The best thing to do is try and get an idea of where your gate's going to be. Now, keep in mind, due to different reasons, they may move you around at different gates, but they're going to be in a general area, and you're only going to have to drive so far. You might have to drive a little further one day than the next. Thing about pipeline gates, you're going to want a good, reliable vehicle, something with maybe all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. Whether it be a small little pickup, souped-up pickup, depends what you want. You just don't want to go out there with a Toyota Corolla or the Hyundai Sonata. I mean, you can, if that's all you have for a vehicle and the company really needs gate guards on the pipeline, they may be able to talk to the supervisor and say, hey, do you got a gate that's not, not far off the road, or, right there off of the main road? So that way there you could pull just off of the main road, go, open the gate, do the gate guarding, and then be all set. You're right there next to your vehicle, and they can do that. Then the guys with the four-wheel drive, because this is what happens. The pipeline goes down through different people's properties. At those different property lines, they sometimes want a gate guard. Now, out here in the West, again, this is where they do weed washing. Watch the video about why we do it and what's entailed in it. But when it goes from one person's property to another, if he wants weed wash, there's a weed wash station there. Somebody has to man it. You open the gate, you wash the vehicle, you close the gate. Or it just could be a high gate and they don't want the different critters going from one side to the other. And that's why they have that. Now, I will tell you this. I don't want to get into specifics, but a weed wash gate, will pay more money than just an open and closing gate. You're getting paid more because you actually have another step in the process other than just taking the information and opening and closing the gate. So you're working 6 days a week. You are in an RV off-site, so you got to get an RV park somewhere. Bad weather. You get a lot of rain. The company is not going to have their trucks out there, and the guys are not going to be out there in the mud. So they're going to call it off. They're going to let it dry out for a day. Well, they don't need you, so you got the day off. That's again where it falls into a day off on Tuesday might mean you guys are working on Sunday to make up for that lost day. It all depends. They could say, you know what, we're ahead in the project. You get Tuesday and Sunday off. Now, yeah, you don't get paid. But if you do show up and the company decides to close your gate and you've been there for an hour, guess what? They're going to give you a little something. Yep, you showed up like you were supposed to. It was their decision. Bad weather comes up, pop-up shower, okay? You're there half the day. And all of a sudden they call it because of thunder showers through the area. Shut it down, we're all going home. If it's been over a half a day, you're going to get paid. So you're making money, and you still get a little time off. Now, weed wash, rainouts, pop-up showers, no RV on site, use your own vehicle. I mean, that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Drill sites, you're on site 24/7. Somebody has to, your hours can be weird because somebody's got to run to town. Again, if you do like I do, or you're set up like I am, I don't have to run to town but once a month. I have a washer dryer unit in my RV. It doesn't use but 3 gallons to wash to do the wash. So it's very efficient. And then, if you get one of these washer units that uses 10 gallons and you're doing a load a day, I mean, that's 70 gallons of water. The guys that, if you're at a drill site in the RV, they're going to be like, well, you're going through quite a bit of water. We may have to cut you down on that. Just saying, that's not what's going to happen, but it could. I also carry a small freezer. So I'm stored up with all kinds of frozen stuff. I can throw my bread in there if I want, so I can leave town, go out. I use paper plates and paper bowls. I don't have to wash dishes all afternoon. Things like that. Plastic knives, forks, and spoons. 500 plastic knives, forks, and spoons goes a long way. So you don't need, again, that's not something you would normally buy. But milk, we drink Lactaid because the wife is lactose intolerant. And believe it or not, Lactaid's pretty good. It's got a shelf life 2-3 weeks down the road. Sometimes even 4. Now, once you open it, you got to drink it within 7 to 8 days once it's been opened. But anyway, these are just little things about that. We like the pipelines. Gives us that day off. We work a 12-hour day. I mean, we get up at 5. We're on site by 6:30, 6:45. Most of the activity calms down by 8:30, 9 o'clock. Then it's just read, watch TV, make videos, twiddling my thumbs, drink coffee, and then we get another flurry of activity. Again, at the out on the right-of-ways, they may have a little more steady activity as vehicles are constantly going back and forth, but it's not that much different. You'll get that morning rush, and then you'll get a few during the day. Come supper time, you're going home. You go home, have a little supper, throw a load of laundry in if you got that feature, and then off to bed you go. Get up, do it all over again. It's not bad for the money you make. So that's about it, folks. Drill gates, shack gates, and pipeline. Myself, I like the pipeline. I haven't done a drill site yet. I may. It depends. Right now, they need more pipeline than they do drills because they're just. And don't get me wrong, they're still drilling, but the pipelines is what's going to expedite the process. And I do know that they have. Currently, they have 4 pipelines going in. And they're anticipating 3 more. So there's 7 pipelines. They're looking at work all the way out through 2021. I mean, come on out, join the fun. If you don't like getting a little dirty and you don't like working in the weather, then, work camping at the campground's a good idea. We did a ranch. You stay a lot cleaner, depending too. I mean, depends on what the campgrounds want you to do. But I hope that helps you distinguish between the different types of gates. If you've got any further questions, you can leave them on PM them on the Facebook page or on Jim and Sarah's RV Adventures. You're welcome to join that also. I post these on YouTube. What do I do?
Jim Slider.
Jim Slider. Pretty simple, huh? I used my name. Yeah, that's why they gave me this special job. I'm away from the. We're doing a special gate, and I think it's because, well, my wife calls me special, but I don't know if it's because she thinks I'm great or if it's because I should be on a short bus. I'm thinking the short bus. All right, folks, have a great day. Hope you enjoy the videos, and we'll talk to you later. Any questions? Leave them.